Welcome back again to Joe Stunner Boxing. Josh Taylor has given a statement following his contest with Jack Catterall. He says the following: I've taken a few days for some well-earned time with my family after not seeing them for a few months. I've had a chance to watch the fight back. First and foremost, I want to congratulate Jack Catterall on a great fight. He rose to the occasion and fought a valiant fight. However, I believe I won a very close fight. Many fans believe Jack deserved the decision, and that's fine. We both went in there and fought our guts out for 12 rounds, but the personal attacks on myself and especially my family are disgusting and uncalled for. My days at 140 are numbered. My future is at welterweight. Jack Catterall deserves another title shot, and as soon as possible. I've never ducked a challenge in my career, and I'd be happy to fight Jack again, but it would have to be at welterweight. Jack is a great sportsman, a hell of a fighter, and deserves every bit of the admiration he's receiving. Okay. He then goes on to thank various people and so on and so forth, saying that it was a dream to fight as the undisputed champ on Scottish soil. Right. The only bit of that I accept is the bit where he says personal attacks on his family are disgusting and uncalled for. There's no need to bring the man's family into it. He's quite right about that. However, and again, personal attacks on Taylor, no, I'm not into that. But this whole statement smacks of two words: damage limitation. Because what Taylor is saying is, hey, you think that this guy won, I happen to think I won, it's all much of a muchness. No, it's not, Josh, it's not, mate. You lost the damn fight, okay? It's nothing personal against Josh Taylor. I've never met the man. I'm not likely to meet the man. But you lost the fight. By any criteria, you lost that fight to Catterall. Wide, by at least 3 points. And the two guys who voted for you, especially, what is it, Ian John Lewis? Oh, there's a fucking surprise. That guy, Jesus Christ, he's a lousy referee. Has been for many, many years, and clearly is judging skills on a par with his refereeing skills. 114, 111 to you, Josh. No, mate, no. You're quite right. We shouldn't attack your family, or people who feel this vehemently about it shouldn't attack your family. Absolutely correct. Nor should we really get personal with you, okay? But cut the bullshit, mate, okay? You lost the fight, and unless you are being A, completely dishonest, or B, you are simply delusional, and I'm going to rule out A because I don't want to believe that you're a dishonest guy. You lost the fight, mate. You lost the fight. And the way this is worded smacks of, like I say, a sort of, it's almost like a PR statement. Okay, I lost the fight. Everyone's having a go at me. What do? My legacy might be damaged here. I know, I'll try and be very sort of gregarious and try and be terribly understanding, but at the same time, I won't concede a single inch. I won't move back an inch. No, I won the fight. You didn't win the fight, mate. You didn't win the fight. Yeah, and to be honest with you, even though I'm making this video and reading this out, I don't really care what Josh Taylor thinks. I'm more concerned with Jack Catterall, who's achieved his lifetime ambition, his dream, his goal, and had it ripped from him unfairly. It's also worth mentioning that Robert Smith has announced that they will look into this decision, but he's described claims of corruption as being nonsense. Really, Robert? So claims of corruption are nonsense. All right. Okay, I'll believe you. Again, you're innocent until proven guilty. That only leaves one other thing then. Complete and utter incompetence of your officials. Your officials. Even the guy who got it right and voted for, scored it for Catterall, I think he only did it by 1 point. That's way too close anyway. Maybe Howard Foster was meant to score the other way, but thought, I can't possibly give it to Taylor because Jesus Christ, it's so wide. I'll have to, So hence it was made closer than it should have been. But the other two who voted for Taylor, vastly incompetent if they're not corrupt, Robert Smith. Okay, so what will happen with this inquest, with this token gesture? Probably. I don't know. I mean, to me, like I say, Jack Catterall, what must he be feeling? All right. So I've heard people say, by the way, regarding Josh Taylor, because I've been talking about this to a lot of boxing fans and, you know, people who saw the fight and are just as outraged as me, and some Scottish boxing fans as well. And a lot of them, including the ones that believe Catterall won, have said, well, you don't expect Taylor to admit defeat, do you? He's a fighter. He's a fighting man. No fighting man admits defeat and this sort of thing. Yeah, I do expect him to be honest. I do. And no, I don't believe that he truly believes in his heart of hearts that he won that fight. Even elite sportsmen know when they're beaten. They may deny it initially, but they know, they understand when they're beaten. They know it. You just know in your heart of hearts, you know, it's being an elite sportsman is like being an elite. It's no different from being an elite artist, an elite musician, an elite painter, an elite plumber, an elite electrician, an elite accountant. You know when you've done a bad job, and you know when someone else is better than you, when someone else has done better work than you. You know it. Josh Taylor lost that fight. And Josh, in your heart of hearts, maybe you're in self-denial. Maybe you are in self-denial. Maybe that's it. Maybe you're in self-denial. But one day, when everything's settled, maybe when your career's over, you'll look back on that fight and you will know in your heart of hearts that you lost, mate. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. Like the video. Or if you didn't like the video, hit the dislike button. I won't lose sleep. Unlike Jack Catterall, who I'm sure is losing plenty of sleep.